Oh, hello again. Welcome to another episode of What the Heck Do I Do? The COV edition. Now in this episode, we're going to go through some body weight exercises more geared towards muscular endurance. The warm-up is very important. I want you moving fluidly with every stabilizer engaged. Therefore, if you haven't done my warm-up yet, do it. Alright everyone, that was the warm-up. It was kind of a shortened warm-up, so if you still don't feel warmed up, do it again. We're going to go into muscular endurance now. We're going to start off with push-ups. Some of you guys are thinking, what the heck, Tiff? You know I can't do a push-up, but you can. So I'm going to show you the push-up position here. High plank. You're going to come down. Elbows will go out about 45 degrees. Drive straight through. If you get any shoulder pain, make sure you adjust your hands to either go wider or adjust your elbows to come in a bit. Now, modification 1, dropping the knees. Same thing. A lot of people like to do this and this. That's not what I want. I want a straight line from your shoulders to your hips. You should aim for that chest going down first. Next modification, if you can't do that, totally fine. Chair. Washing machine. Table. Grab both sides. Step back. Bring your chest to it. Bring yourself back. The higher you go with your stability here, the easier it becomes. Countertop. You can use anything. The next one is going to be reverse lunges, and we're going to add a front kick to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to step back. You're going to reach up as you lunge. This front knee doesn't pass the toes. Keep your front heel down. Keep your torso parallel to your shin angle. Reach up, get your balance, kick. Set it down and alternate. So it's here, get your balance, kick. Set it down, alternate. Here, balance, kick. Go as fast as you'd like. Now for a modification, you have a squat with front kicks. Again, reaching back. My butt reaches back like the toilet's behind me. Nobody wants to miss the toilet. Reach back, kick, kick, squat, kick, kick, squat. Make sure it's controlled and you're not kicking your knee out. There's no hyperextension when it is the knee. Next one is going to be side planks, going up and down. I'm going to do the regular one first. Elbow under shoulder, knees have a slight bend, heels are stacked. Drive your hips up, bring your arm back. Do not rotate that shoulder forward. Do not push that butt back. Straight line right here. And just hold. After you got a minute of that, go to the other side, do a minute on that. Now, you can do also planks where you pause up and down. So you're going to lower your hips, drive them up. Lower your hips, drive them up. Modification 1. Bend the knees, heels are in line with the butt. Drive your hips up, but your knees stay down. Arm goes up, same thing, straight line. Now from your angle, no, there we go. So from your angle here, right here, keep the knees down. Drive the butt forward. It shouldn't sit back. Drive the butt forward. And just hold. Now, if that's still too much for you, it's okay. All you're going to do is go on hands and knees. Try to straighten out one arm, one leg. Try to balance. Hold that for about 5 seconds. Switch. One arm, one leg. Try to balance. Switch. That's too hard for you. One arm. Down. One arm, down. It's all about stabilizing that spine of yours. Next one, side lunge. Now we gotta get some lateral transfer here. So side lunge, we are going in place. I'll show you progression in a second. Side lunge, toes are forward, knee stays in line right there. Come back up, forward, press your hips forward. Don't end here, end here. Go to the other side, same thing, sit the butt back, end here. If that's too easy for you, you're going to come to the side, hop to the other side. Come to the side, hop to the other side. So you can add a hop, you can make it as quick as you want. If it was too hard for you, I don't want you going down as far. Just make sure you get to a point where you're sitting your butt back through the heel, okay? If you have bad knees, make sure you sit that butt back in the heel. It doesn't matter how low you go. I don't care about that. I care about you being able to stabilize your transfer from side to side. That's all I got for you on workout number 1. Stay tuned for workout number 2. Go through these exercises, 3 rounds, 1 minute each. Okay, so we did the first muscular endurance workout, and if you did it correctly, you did each for a minute long, and you went as hard as you could, unless you wanted to take it easy, then you didn't. You did your warm-up. Now you can go straight from that to this if you want to make your workout a little bit more challenging and a little bit longer if you have the time. If you're not busy or anything, you know, I don't know how long you have at home, but you can go right into this. And I'm going to start this one out. I'm going to show you everything. It is also going to be 1 minute of each exercise and transition as quick as you can. All right, so the first one. This is going to be an inchworm walkout with a push-up. So what's going to happen is you're going to bring your feet about shoulder width. If you have less flexibility, you know who you are. Bring your legs out a lot wider. Bring your hands down to the ground by shifting your weight back. Walk your hands out into a push-up position. Now, for a progression, walk it out more. However, do not let the hips sag. Bring it back. Do a push-up. If that's too hard, not a problem. Drop the knees. Do a push-up. If that's too hard, not a problem. Don't do a push-up. Walk your hands back up. Go into a squat and stand. If you get vertigo, just skip this section. Go into straight leg kicks instead, like we did in the previous episodes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch previous episodes. Now, again, I'm going to do it again, and we go down. We shift the legs back. We keep them as straight as we can. We walk the hands out. For a progression, we go as far as we can. We bring it back up to a push-up. We go into a push-up. If you have any shoulder pain, you would widen your hands out or play with the angles of your shoulders. Walk your hands up. Go into a squat. And stand. Again, any shoulder issues, be careful with the push-ups. If you still have pain, once you adjust, don't do the push-up. Or drop your knees. It's okay. You're at home. Nobody's going to see you modify anything. Now you do that for a minute. I'm not going to wait a minute though. I'm going to show you the other one. Invisible jump rope hopping. So, this is to get your heart rate up. So all you do is act like you have a jump rope. I don't have high enough ceilings, so I got to do this all the time. So you just jump up and down as you twirl an invisible jump rope. This is when non-athletic people get really good at jump roping. So, jump back and forth. You can progress it by going one leg, going the other leg, going into skis, or hopping back, or hopping side to side. I don't care what you do. This is just to get your heart rate up. Do what you want, as long as it's 1 minute. Now, if you are a person with bad knees, bad hips, go into a low impact version. So what you're gonna do with that is you squat, go into calf raise. Squat, go into calf raise. 1 minute long. Next one, we're gonna work the posterior section of your core. We're gonna do a Superman and we're gonna add scapular retraction. Scapula is just a fancy word for your shoulder blades. So, raise up both arms, both legs, squeezing into your glutes. Fancy word for butt. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your hands parallel to the ground, so I don't want my hands to drop. I want that external rotation going on, so I'm fighting to keep my hands from dropping. You're still looking down. You're gonna squeeze and hold for 5 seconds, come back forward, and then go down. So again, you come up, not a whole lot of hyperextension should occur right here. So I'm not going all the way up. I'm just trying to lift my chest up and off the ground. You should feel it mainly in the upper back. Now, up, squeeze, hold for 5 seconds. Modification 1, if you have any disc issues, I would prefer you do this one. You're going to just raise up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Make sure again that you're squeezing into your glute, trying to get your thigh off the ground, but you're not hyperextending your low back. So don't go as far as taking anything below chest level off the ground. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. And guess what? You got a minute of it. Now, after that, we work the posterior, we're gonna work the anterior now. You're gonna flip around, you're gonna go on your back. Hands are behind ears, not behind the head. I don't want anybody pulling on their neck ever. So I have everybody put their fingertips behind the ears, and that's the reason. With a bicycle, your legs will go up. The higher they are, the easier it becomes. So if you're advanced, lower your legs down. If you're not advanced, lift your legs up. Not a big deal. Through this whole thing, you want to keep your low back on the ground. You don't want that low back to cave upward to leave a huge space. Drive that belly button in, down through your spine. No space right there. So if you need to, you can do a pelvic tilt, tilting your hips upward, creating a space, then drive your low back into your hands and create no space at all. Now your lower abs are engaged, which means your pelvis is more secure. That's also a good tip for anybody with back injuries. Do your pelvic tilts. All right, so hands are behind ears. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my shoulder blades off the ground as I try to rotate from the stomach area, not from the shoulders. So I'm not doing this. I'm keeping them out wide, and I'm trying to rotate from each way. If that's too hard for you, it's not a problem. Do a pelvic tilt, drive your low back down, and just keep your knees up while maintaining no space with the ground. To progress that, you just lower a little bit. If your back starts arching, that means you lost engagement through that, which means that expanded, making your pelvis unstable. Everything's done for a minute, 3 rounds. If you have any questions, email me. I'm trying to keep these simple and short. So, I'll see you later for the next episode.